Let's see where you've been hiding, Malthael.
Adria.
The angels will never suffer us to live. They cannot accept the fact that we may choose our own path. At least demons are not so rigid in their beliefs.
Alright. Let's take on Adria here.
We will choose our own destiny, but you won't be around to see that.
I didn't realize I was coming up on Adria so soon, so I didn't get a chance to go over the build before the fight started. But if you watched my other video, the build really hasn't changed from when I killed Diablo. I'm using a different version of Fist of Heavens, which I'm not really sure if I like it better or not, but it seems to do okay. And other than that, that's the only thing. Well, I did change Falling Sword. It's no longer using the replicas of myself to fight, but instead it's causing a flurry of swords, which is pretty cool. It takes enemies out of combat for about 5 seconds. It really helps a lot, especially considering I'm playing on Master difficulty on a first playthrough, which, like I mentioned in the other video, especially on the Diablo fight, I probably could have bumped it up to Torment 1, but some of the trash mobs, or not trash, but you know, the rares and the elites tend to be really difficult, so I just been keeping it on Master, and I'll probably continue on this difficulty until I beat it on this playthrough. But yeah, other than that, that's pretty much the build, so I'm going to go ahead and stop talking here and focus more on what I'm doing. Ah, crap, I didn't mean to use that. Yeah, I did also change the way Iron Skin works. I used to have it set up to explode after it was used, but now I've got it as kind of an oh shit button. It lets me walk through anything and also increases my speed. So, what the hell is this fight about? I'm trying to remember.
You never even suspected.
Okay. Just gotta avoid them. Damn it. Shit.
Not ready yet.
The power in my blood sings to me.
Oh, I am also now using currently, just because it's all I could find, or it's the best thing that I've found so far, rather, is a two-handed sword. So I'm having to use that passive that allows me to wield two-handed weapons with a shield. I don't particularly want to be doing this, but it is the best weapon that I've come across so far. But as soon as I get a one-handed that has more damage on it, I will most definitely swap over.
Heroes die!
Not yet.
The power in my blood sings to me.
Wish I had a lot more damage output, because it's just taking a long time. Right now I'm up at about 24,000 damage, which is, not too bad, I guess, but just since I'm playing on Master, my first playthrough with this character, and all my other characters I didn't bother, I just played on normal. Fights definitely didn't take this long. And I'm at level 59 now, which I mentioned in the last video is a lot higher than I was on the first playthrough before with all the other tunes. And it's because I am playing it on Master, it increased experience with the big ass increased experience red gem in the helmet. So it really makes a difference. I think I might, I'll be at least level 60, maybe 61 by the time I defeat Malthael, which I'll record that fight as well.
Never even suspected.
Ah, damn it, she ran away. I'll get the rest of my healing out of this before I move. Oh, she came back.
Are you really so angry because of Leela?
Patience.
What a waste!
And this is fights like this is why I love being arranged, even though the Crusader is, predominantly, I guess you could argue that he's a melee class, but they gave it, Blizzard chose to give him enough range skills so that you could play him as a ranged, and that's what I like to do, so that's how I'm doing it. But in a fight like this, if you're a melee, you would have to kite her all around and keep her out of the blood and everything, so you don't just constantly take damage, since you gotta be up close to hit her. Yeah, that's just not my playstyle. So I'm really pleased with the way this build is working out. I'll most likely turn him into a tank or something though when I get to max level and start doing rifts and things like that with friends on Torment. It would just depend on who I'm playing with, I guess. If we don't have a tank, I'll probably try and make a tank build with him. Alright. She was a lot easier than I remembered, as far as I thought she had two, more than one stage, but she did the whole thing, the same thing the entire fight, so. Just a real quick recap, I'll show you the, stop talking, Enchantress. Alright, so see my main skill, use Justice, the one that seeks the enemy, because it does the most weapon % damage. Fist of Heavens is set to do the explosion. It does the 6 piercing charged bolts. They crawl outward, and it's the lightning thing you saw. It's pretty cool. It does a lot of damage. It's unpredictable though where the lightning will go, but it tends to attract towards the enemies. And I use the concentration with the fire damage so that I'm getting healed, but they're also taking damage. That's my favorite one for that, because I've unlocked all of them. At 59 here, I think everything I have has got all of the unlocks for it, so I'm using my favorite runes on them. So Iron Scan, like I said, with Flash, allows me to run through anything, increase movement speed. It's a good oh shit button. Also, cuts damage in half for 4 seconds. I still use the vacuum for Condemn, because on trash mobs, it's just, I find it the most beneficial. Pulls them all in, blows up. Especially if they're white mobs, it's going to just destroy them. But these other runes that it has are really cool, and I did test it out for a while. Like this one here is really nice. It allows you to do 50% more damage, basically. Or, well, not quite. It's 50% of all damage taking while you're building up the explosion will be added to the damage. So it could be quite a bit, you know, depending on what mobs are hitting you and how many are hitting you and if you can survive the damage they're doing to you in that time. So I like Vacuum there the most. And Falling Sword, Flurry, really cool because it takes enemies out of the fight for 5 seconds. Other than that, like I was saying, I'm using the Heavenly Strength so that I can wield the two-handed weapon because it's the best weapon I have at the moment. And holy damage increased by 10%. 1% of your life is returned when you do holy damage. And Wrathful, for each point of wrath, I receive life, which is just phenomenal. That's, if I didn't have that, I would probably wouldn't be able to play on master difficulty. And then the gear, just to show you real quick, so there's the two-handed sword that I have. It's got the most damage and has life on hit. So it also adds to my chance to blind, which is the only reason why I'm still wearing this helmet, is because it has a 30% chance to blind on hit, which I don't know if you noticed in the fight there, but it happens quite a bit. It does proc very often and really helps keep the mobs from attacking you. But I do have a better helmet down here that I would like to put on, but it's just, I can't really give up that blind right now. I've got 2 legendary rings here that are just fantastic that have dropped for me. This Loot 2.0 system is really great. Aside from that, that's, you know, all the rest of the gear is just engineered towards getting strength, vitality, and life on hit or life per second. That's really the only things I'm focusing on with this character right now. That may change when I get to the end game, but Diablo is so simplistic, Diablo 3 anyway, that I doubt it. I'll probably always be looking to get these stats, and I'm not really stacking any resistances right now. Haven't needed it. Maybe I will in the future, but judging by my other max level, my Witch Doctor, resistances are just not even a thing that you even got to worry about anymore. Since Reaper of Souls came out, it's just, you know, fuck it. You don't really need resistances anymore. You just need high damage and high HP and high return on the health. But I guess it all depends on the build you're doing too. I mean, if you really wanted to stack resistances and toughness, that would probably work if you really stacked it. Alright, well that's that. Thanks for watching.